Hello everyone, Giltar here with an action figure review. This time we're looking at the Robot Damashii Cherudim Gundam. This action figure was released, I think, in November of 2008, so it's just over a year old. It's a highly pulsable figure. The Robot Damashii line handles products from different franchises, so it's not just Gundam. And all the figures that they've produced so far have a really great degree of articulation and usually come with a healthy dose of accessories, basically. Like right now, as you can see, the Cherudim Gundam is armed with its GN sniper rifle. It has holstered on its backpack 2 GN pistols. And it comes with a bunch of the GN armor bits, I think that's what they're called, the bits, that you can attach to the various parts of the action figure, or put it on a stand to basically simulate when the bits can create a formation to shield the Cherudim Gundam. The model, or rather action figure, comes with 4 hands, 2 sort of open grip hands, or fists rather, they can use to hold weapon handles. It comes with 2 closed fist hands that are just for posing, and that's how the figure comes packaged. It comes with these hands attached, and they attach to tiny ball joints at the wrist, so they have rotational and sort of wiggle movement. The Cherudim Gundam also has the ability to, it comes with its sort of normal standard helmet or head configuration that has this on the top, but if you swap it out for this piece here, it might be a little hard to see with the visor. But it basically shows the camera sensor flipped up, and it shows the targeting scope when the Cherudim goes into sniping mode. And it also comes with this sort of light blue plastic visor that you can clip on to these backpack pieces. That normally, if you take it off, you can sort of flip it into the backpack. And so here's actually the piece for the revealing the scope. I'll just put the normal piece on right now. Whoops. Is that fitting? There you go. So it has a nice set of accessories. The sniper rifle itself has a side grip handle, and in the front, if you actually pull it out a bit, you can swivel it down and create sort of a GN machine gun instead. And the sidearm or GN pistols can clip on the backpack, and then you can flip down the handle. Oops. Flip down the handles for basically pistol mode, and wield it in its hands. That's pretty nice. Now, overall, the action figure is pretty stable, very posable, and a great degree of articulation. And a lot of bits that have articulation, like the chest panels, can flip up to reveal the typical Gundam chest vents. As you saw earlier, the backpack does have articulation for the sort of visor unit. And even the shoulder pads here, the shoulder armor, are on swivels. So both this piece and the upper shoulder piece have independent movement, so that's really nice to see. The front skirts have articulation as well. They are independent pieces. The side skirts can also rotate, and I think they're on ball joints. So you can move them around a bit. Now that GN bit just kind of fell off there. That's kind of my main, actually my only negative point on this action figure is that these GN bits are very loose. They fall off very easily, unfortunately. The thing is that if you move it around a little bit and bump into certain pieces because you're trying to get into another pose or whatever, it's easy for things to start falling off. Or rather the GN armor bits. Everything else is nice and solid though. The back part here, the tail, is composed of these GN bits. A nice bit of detail is the fact that you can see the sort of, GN drive down here. It's sort of like a reflective blue paint. But normally, if you have all the GN bits on, it's kind of concealed, and the fact that it's on the back of the robot of the Gundam makes it hard to see. But aside from that, it's great posability. The joints aren't overly stiff, but they're stiff enough so that they will keep poses and are able to mostly support its own weight. The feet have these back spurs that can flip out to provide a more stable base, which is very handy because often when you're posing with a GN sniper rifle mode and you're doing some like big sniping poses, it can get a little out of balance. But I think it's a great action figure for that. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the high-grade model kit of the Cherudim yet, so I can't really give it a comparison against the model, but I'm very happy to get this. I bought this from Hobby Link Japan a few months ago. It was on sale for half price, and I think it's still on sale. It's at like 1,400 yen, or basically around $15 American. And so if you really like the Cherudim, I say snatch up the Robot Damashii action figure from Hobby Link Japan at the moment, because again, it's still on sale, it's still in stock. So if you like the Cherudim, go for it. It's a really nice design. All the accessories and articulated parts are very nice. And aside from the GN bits, it's a solid action figure. And even though the GN bits tend to sort of fall off while it's on the Cherudim, if you mount it up on this display stand, on these sort of peg pieces here, they stay pretty stable. So that's a really nice touch. And I guess that's about it. I do recommend this action figure. It's a fun little toy or action figure. I'll add one more negative point, and now this is really more for the more detail-oriented collector out there. It does not have the same level of detail as the high-grade 1:144 scale kits. So that's one thing you might be disappointed in, is that these Robot Damashii figures, at least the ones I have so far, do seem to be slightly less detailed. So that's one thing. If you're an action figure collector strictly, go for it. If you're a Gundam 00 fan, you can't do wrong with this action figure. But if you're also into the model kits, to be honest, at the normal price, you may want to get a model kit, the high-grade model kit of the Cherudim Gundam instead of the action figure, because I believe the Cherudim Gundam model kit has a similar level of articulation. So I mean, you're not missing much in that respect. And while it is a little bit of extra work to simply assemble the model and maybe put on some stickers, I would say it's a nice equivalent. But for certain, if you're a fan of the Cherudim Gundam, pick up this action figure while it's cheap. It's definitely a fun little thing to have in your collection, or just simply put on display. Thanks for watching.